Hello everyone, I'm Dreaming Ducky Gaming, and today I will be starting a new playthrough of the game Slime Rancher. It's a really cute, fun game where you have to run around and explore and find all these slimes that are jumping around in the background at the moment. You vacuum them up, take them back to your ranch, and you store them in your corrals on your ranch. You breed them, you feed them, you sell their plorts that they give you, get loads of money, and try and keep the cycle going and get lots of cash, get lots of upgrades and get lots of slimes. So let's start a new game and kick it off. We'll call it Dreamland, and our icon will be, let's do the gold slime, not the carrot. Game mode, let's do adventure, which is the story mode playthrough. So we have to go and explore and find everything and create a whole space for ourselves. We could do casual, which doesn't have any tar slimes, but it's more fun to have a bit of an enemy about. And then the last option is rush, where you just rush about and get new bucks as quickly as possible. But to start with, let's do adventure first. A 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a slime rancher. Sounds like a pretty fun job, to be honest. So, first things first, let's run about, see what we can get straight away. Here's our first little slime, jumping about, looking cute. So you've got to hop to it, just spacebar to jump like normal. And then if you hold shift and an arrow key, you can just run about a little bit faster. So the thing in our hand, backpack, you can see it looks a bit like a portal gun, but it's not. So if you hold right click, you vacuum up, and there you have the first slime, little pink guy. So we've got a new slime PDF entry, but we'll look at that in a bit, because first things first, we need to put our slime into our corral, where that big star is. So to select the tank, you just rotate the middle wheel, and then when you get onto the pack which has got the slime in, you just left click and you shoot it out. So now he's trapped in here. We can go through these walls, but he can only go into the corral when we shoot him in, but he can't escape, which is good. So we can keep him and his mates all trapped in one place, and then we'll find them some food and start getting some plorts. And speaking of, this is a plort, so these are the little gems that they spit out when you feed them, and you can vacuum them up just like the slimes. It says we've acquired a slime plort. When slimes eat, they make plorts. Head over to the plort market to cash in your plort. So we'll get a few more slimes and a few more plorts, and then we'll go over where that star is and sell our first plorts and make our first money. We've also got some carrots here, so we can vacuum those up. Another slime PDF entry. Oh, it says tasty food acquired. Foods like fruits, veggies or chickens are used to feed slimes. Try shooting food at a pink slime, they'll eat anything. So we've got some pogo fruit as well. So we've now got carrots and pogo fruit and veg. And because our pink slimes eat anything, let's go and put our 3 new slimes in here. And then we'll chuck in the carrots and the pogo fruit. And there we have it, spitting out plorts. So let's vacuum the plorts up and then head over to the plort market. So the plort market gives you new bucks for your hard-earned plorts. Shoot a plort into the plort market and earn some cash. So we'll do just that. also got a new star mail, so when we're done with the plort market, we'll pop into our little house, which is here, looking very cute and cozy, and we'll read that and see what that has to say. So we sold our first 5 plorts. We've got now 250 new bucks. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner where our cash is, it says that about covers the basics. You've learnt the fundamentals. Now it's time to get out there and explore. Remember, the best way to become a pro rancher is to experiment. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So let's go and experiment. Let's also, under where cash is, you can see the little heart with 100, so that's our health, and then the little lightning bolt with 100, that's our energy. So when we sprint about, go faster, you can see our energy goes down, and then when we let it catch back up to us and slow down a bit, it should, there you go, pop back up to 100, which is good. Later on we can upgrade our health and our energy and our backpack and our corrals and our everything, but for now we're starting off quite basic. Let's go see what star mail is all about. So in fact we've actually got two star mail. So the first one, it looks like it's from the 7Z Corporation, who's our boss that we work for. It says, "Welcome to the Far Far Range. Muslabo, the 7Z Corporation would like to welcome you to the Far Far Range. Welcome, and extend our support in your bold new venture as a slime rancher." Support extended. Quite corporate, aren't they? "We would also like to request that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range. On the range, not the ranch. Until you get more familiar with your surroundings, travelling at night is not advisable. Lastly, should you require any additional tools for your backpack or items to make your slime ranching experience easier, the 7Z Corporation will be pleased to provide them to you from the shop located just outside your ranch house. The 7Z Corporation, providing the tools you need to get the job done for us for a small fee." The 7Z Corporation. So, sounds like we can upgrade our stuff, but it's going to cost us lots of money giving to the 7Z Corporation. And also, don't go outside at night to start with, so we'll have to spend the first few nights asleep in bed, passing the day on. Then our other star mail is from someone called Casey. It says, "Rise and shine. Hi B, what's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. 7Z puts you in a pod and then lights out for all that time. Wow. What's the Far Far Range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it. I guess I better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck, B. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. Casey." So it sounds like he's our friend and he's wishing us luck on the start of our new adventure. So for now, let's go back to the ranch because we don't want to sleep yet. It's still quite early in the day. You can see in the top left corner what day it is and what time it is. So let's get back to work. Alright, so let's go and follow this path this way and go on an exploration and see what we can find. Oh, first things first, we found the dry reef. It says a coral crusted ocean floor that now basks under a golden sun. So there used to be water here, but now no more water, all hot and sunny. We've got loads of slimes crowding around that fruit tree at the back. So we'll go get them all and all the fruit and the veggies, but first let's read what this hologram meant. Hello Beatrice. The name's Hobson Twilgers, rancher, explorer and a former owner of this here ranch you now call your own. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember and felt there was one last adventure left in me, so I've set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around this here land I love. So keep your peepers peeled for notes like these if you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. Be talking to ya, H. So he was the owner of this place, came and took it over. And it sounds like we now have to keep it all looking good and upgrading it and getting it back to how it should be. So we'll get these slimes and these carrots here. They take a while to grow back each time, so every day you can come out and get more carrots and more pogo fruit. But if you get them too often, they don't grow back in time and you might run out of food. I just like how satisfying it is to get a whole bunch at once and get them all together. Like that. Bloop. These are little chickadoos. They grow into be big hens that our slimes will eat. Quite grown enough yet. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so we've actually filled up our pack of slimes already. If you try and get one more than 20, this happens. And he just bounces off. So we'll have to go and pop our pink slimes in the corral back at the ranch, and then come out and get some more and keep it going. Just grab, oh there you go, too many carrots as well now. We can get these pogo fruit though, so we'll take these as well, because one of the pink slimes obviously just ate a carrot. So back on our ranch, we'll put all 20 new pink slimes in here and feed them pogo fruit. Let's put the carrots in as well, we may as well. Got no one else to feed them to. And we'll go and get some more. Oh, there's a hen. So that says hen, a hearty chicken, bred to be twice as tasty as its cousin on earth, and looks like twice as fat as well. So we'll keep our eyes out for any hens, because our pink slimes can eat those. Just grab these guys, all huddled together. They're quite cute. If you get a lot of slimes together, they jump on each other's head and stack up and kind of run around as a tower of slimes if they get too tall. Like that. Let's go get him back. So what we'll do, I think the first thing we'll aim for is you can upgrade your corral and you can get higher walls to stop that happening. Music box which calms them down if they get agitated. An air net goes on the top of the corral and stops any ones that can get out the top escaping. And then a solar shield which stops ones that go away in the sunlight. Is really useful, you'll see why in a second. It automatically collects all your plorts for you, and then the auto feeder automatically feeds them, obviously. But if you don't have a plort collector, you have to go in and get them all like this. And unfortunately, it doesn't know if you're trying to vacuum up a plort or a slime, it just vacuums them all up. So we'll have to do this a few times until we can get our plort collector. But see, already got 20 plorts, so let's sell them and see how much we can make. So for 50, it's not bad. We'll get the last few and sell those. Slime's back in the pen. Okay, what have we got? There's one there. And another one there. Oh, there's one. Right, slime's in the pen. And then we'll put the carrots in as well. And get him back in. Okay, we need to get the higher walls. Let's do that now, because otherwise it's 350 new bucks. We'll get that. Purchased. So now the walls are twice as high and twice as hard to escape from. So let's put those pink slimes back in there and we'll go and sell these plorts. We've also got over here the Slimepedia box that we can look at the encyclopedia of the slime world, and you can see on the plort market all the different types of plorts there are to get. So far we've only got pink plorts, other plorts. It's kind of like the stock market. You can see arrows that go up and down, and it means like this day it's more expensive and sells better or worse. So once we get to a point where we've got loads of different slimes and different plorts, we can decide which days we want to sell and which days we'll hold off until the next day. But for now we've only got pink plorts, so we've got to sell something. So unfortunately, $8 a piece it is. Get the carrot back in there. So to get the $100, which we don't have yet, let's get these hens. And it is getting quite dark, and the letter we got, the star mail, said don't go out after dark to start with. So we'll go into our house and we'll sleep until morning and then carry on. Day 2. Already done quite well so far. Got a double upgraded, double high corral. Get this hen. Pink slimes, as they eat all meats, fruits or veggies. So you can chuck anything in there and that keeps them happy. And that means that when we're out on about, we can look for all kinds of food rather than just trying to find one specific food for the slimes. Then we get wild plorts like these. They're just laying on the ground, and you can then take them back and sell them just like the ones you get from your ranch. But like I said, you see the food hasn't grown back on the tree yet, so we have no food here just yet. Let's try going down here. Loads of plorts, that's good to see. Let's go back and sell those and see how much we can make from them. And in fact, let's check the plort market, because who is that popping up? Oh, more pink slimes. We can see whether, because it's day 2, the price has got better or worse, because yesterday it was $8 for a pink plort. So we can see if it's got higher or lower, or stayed the same. Oh, it's 5, that's terrible. Well, it's all we've got, so we'll sell the pink plorts and see what little money we make. Okay, let's try and get out these pink plorts without vacuuming up too many slimes. Well, we can't because we're full. Okay, so let's see one last run of food and see if we can get a few more plorts to sell. Here you go, you can see that the pogo fruit is... Let's see what's around here. Okay, our second slime, a tabby slime. Let's get him. Because these are great. These are my favourite ones, they're so cute. So let's get tabby slimes. And this is our first Largo. So Largo slimes are large slime hybrids formed when a slime eats a plort unlike its own. You can't vacuum them up because they're too big, but you can shoot them flying like that, which is really useful because they usually get quite big and... Getting out of here. Okay, and we've also got a tabby plort, our first, our second type of plort and our first new plort. So let's get that tabby slime. Just got busted out. Okay, we won't get him then. Well, what we'll do then in that case is we'll take our 4 new tabby slimes and our tabby plort and our pink plorts, and we'll go and sell those plorts and look at how much a second corral will be to get our tabby slimes in. Thing about tabby slimes is they only eat meat, so we have to start looking for hens even more if we're going to start breeding tabby slimes, because they won't eat our fruit and they won't eat our veggies. You can see the tabby plort there is 24 compared to the 5 that a pink plort is, so much better. Okay, so a second corral is only 250, so we'll get that and we'll put the tabby slime in there. Oh, we've got 4 ready, trying to leap out. So let's see if we can find some meat, some hens for them, and get them fed, and we can then sell their more expensive plorts and hopefully get the auto plort feeder for the pink slime corral, and also try and get the walls upgraded on the tabby corral. What we'll do is we'll harvest up all the little, there you go, chickadees. So soft, little and soft, you put the chickadees in the corral with the tabby slimes, then they can grow up, and as soon as they turn into hens, the tabby slimes can have them for dinner. That's fun. Quite hard to spot because they're so small. Oh, we got a new star mail. When we get back, we'll read that, see what that has to say. That tree's nearly growing as well. Any last hens? Oh, there's a plort there. Did you get it? Yeah. Right, let's go put these chickadees in the tabby pen. I know they're called corrals, but I prefer to call them pens because it's easier to say. Yeah, they won't eat them yet because they're too small, but when they grow up, the tabby slimes will be happy that they're there. Okay, we've only got 150, we're not doing very well with money. Let's see what Thora has to say in the star mail, and we might sleep to the next day to give the food a chance to grow. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so the range exchange. Welcome to the range exchange. Hi there, Beatrix. The name's Thora West. I'll keep my introduction short on account that we've all got work to do. I'm a long-time rancher here on the Far Far Range and head of the welcome wagon for your local range exchange. The range exchange is a network of ranchers just like yourself who are looking to... All you need to do is check out the range exchange machine daily and be sure to get your trade completed within 24 hours. As more ranchers get added to your network, you should receive a hearty hello from them, so check your inbox. Well, enough drawing, we both got slimes to wrangle. Adios, Beatrix, Thora. Okay, so that's Thora. She is introducing us to the range exchange, which is this machine over here. And you can see we've already got our first exchange. She says, help me out here and I'll make sure you get what's owed, or phosphor plorts. And if we had that, which we don't, we could get 16 hens. That'd be brilliant for our tabby slimes. 8 plorts, who cares? But yeah, those hens would be really useful. But unfortunately, yeah, we're not going to get any phosphor plorts or stony hens just yet. So what we'll do, like I said, is we will go and get some sleep and start the next day. A bit of a cheat, I know, to jump ahead. It's only 2:13, but we'll start day 3 and go get some food and get feeding and selling. But for now, so I will see you in the next episode. Happy dreaming.